In June 2023, a former U.S. intelligence official named David Grusch testified under oath before Congress. He said that the United States government has, in its possession, non-human craft. Not debris. Not fragments. Intact vehicles of non-human origin. He said that this program is being run outside of congressional oversight. That it is funded through a mechanism that bypasses standard appropriations. And that the people running it have committed federal crimes to keep it secret. He said this under oath. Before Congress. On camera. That was not a fringe claim made on a podcast. It was sworn congressional testimony. And yet 3 weeks later, most people had moved on. Here's what they moved on from. The UAP Disclosure Timeline matters, because it shows a pattern, not a single moment. In 2017, the New York Times published the first confirmed report of the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, a secret program studying UAPs that had officially been denied for years. The Pentagon's response was to confirm it existed and say it had been shut down. It had not been shut down. In 2020, the Pentagon formally released 3 UAP videos taken by Navy pilots, the Tic Tac, the Gimbal, and the Go Fast, and officially confirmed them as unidentified. The same videos they had denied for 3 years. In 2021, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence released a UAP report. It covered 144 incidents. It explained one. In 2022, Congress passed the National Defense Authorization Act with a provision requiring the establishment of the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, a permanent government body dedicated to UAP investigation. In 2023, Grusch testified. In 2024, the AARO, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, released its first historical report. It acknowledged decades of UAP-related programs. It claimed to have found no evidence of non-human craft. But it also acknowledged that some of those programs had operated outside normal oversight channels. And it acknowledged that it had not been given access to all relevant files. An agency whose entire purpose is UAP investigation acknowledged it doesn't have access to everything. Let's talk about what the pilot said. Commander David Fravor, a 20-year Navy veteran and former commanding officer of the Black Aces Squadron, encountered the Tic Tac UAP in 2004 off the coast of San Diego. He described a craft approximately 40 feet long, white, with no wings, no exhaust, no visible propulsion system. It demonstrated acceleration and maneuverability that he described as, well beyond the laws of physics as I understand them. When he maneuvered his F/A-18 toward it, it matched his movements instantly, then accelerated away faster than anything he had ever seen, and appeared simultaneously on radar 60 miles away. He reported this through official channels. He was told to fill out a standard form and not discuss it. Lieutenant Commander Alex Dietrich, who was with Fravor during the encounter, confirmed his account in independent interviews. She said she had never seen anything like it in 18 years of flying. The object they encountered had been tracked by the USS Princeton's radar for 2 weeks before the intercept. The radar systems had been recently upgraded, which is why the Princeton could track it when older systems couldn't. The USS Princeton's technicians who upgraded the radar system were told by a classified contractor that the radar anomalies they were seeing were not to be discussed. That contractor's name has never been publicly identified. Here's where the Grusch testimony becomes significant beyond the headline. Grusch didn't just claim the government has craft. He named specific contractors, Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works division, among others, as being involved in reverse engineering programs. He claimed these programs are funded through special access programs that even senior Congressional Oversight Committee members cannot access without a specific clearance that most of them don't have. He was not alone. Retired Major General Neil McCasland, who ran the Air Force Research Laboratory, has stated in on-record interviews that he believes the U.S. government has possession of materials of non-human origin. Jonathan Gray, a current intelligence community analyst, confirmed Grusch's account on record, stating, "The non-human intelligence phenomenon is real. We are not alone. These are not fringe figures. These are people with security clearances, with careers that would be destroyed by false claims, speaking on record. The Pentagon's response to all of this was to say AARO found no credible evidence. But AARO's own report acknowledged it doesn't have access to everything. And AARO's director, Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, resigned in 2023. His resignation letter, partially leaked to the debrief, contained language describing institutional obstruction of the office's investigation. Here's where we are in 2026. We have confirmed government UAP programs running outside congressional oversight. We have sworn testimony from multiple credentialed officials claiming non-human craft are in U.S. possession. We have a government investigation office that acknowledges it doesn't have full access to the files it was created to investigate. The official position is still, we've found nothing conclusive. But, nothing conclusive and nothing are not the same thing. The pilots saw something. The radar tracked something. The technicians were told not to talk about something. What that something is, we don't know with certainty. But we know more than the official position acknowledges. And the gap between what officials say privately and what they say publicly is getting harder to explain. We're going deeper on David Grusch's testimony next, the specific contractors he named, the funding mechanism he described, and what happened to the investigation after he testified. Subscribe. Drop your questions in the comments.